Welcome back. It's time for math. We are starting our new unit on money. We finished time and we're working on money. I have asked you to get a container that had pennies, nickels, dimes, and quarters in it so that we can use them as we are going through this unit. But we begin every unit with a story, and I have the big book. And this is called I Need a Coin. It's written by Raven Jefferson and illustrated by Ken Gamage. You see these children, and they're looking at gumball machines, and this one is 5 cents, and that one is 10 cents. So this little boy says, I can get this. I know I have enough. I have 5 pennies. 5 pennies is how many cents? 5. Each penny is worth 1 cent, so he has 5 cents. Oh, I must use a nickel. My friends can help. Can you give me a nickel? How many pennies is the same as how many nickels? So, can you give me a nickel? 5 pennies is the same as 1 nickel. And you notice 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that's 5 cents. And this is 5 cents. But in a machine, you have to use the exact coin. You can't put 5 pennies in there. You need a nickel. Now this girl says, I can get this. I know I have enough. I have 2 nickels. 2 nickels is 10 cents. 5 and 5 are 10. Oh, I must use a dime. My friends can help. Can you give me a dime? 2 nickels is the same as 1 dime. 5, 10 is the same as 10 cents. Okay, so today we are starting to talk about money. And we're just going to talk about the penny and the nickel today. So this is the penny. We have the front and the back, and there are coins that look differently. It's okay. But when you look at the penny, what do you notice about it? Do you notice it's brown? Do you notice that on one side you see a man's face? Do you know who that is? That's Abraham Lincoln, one of our earlier presidents. And in the back of it, it says United States of America, 1 cent, and we have the Lincoln Memorial. Now, if you have a magnifying glass at home and you put it on here, you will see that you can see the statue of Abraham Lincoln inside the Lincoln Memorial. Bet you didn't know that. And then we have the the nickel. And the nickel is worth 5 cents. And we have Thomas Jefferson on this nickel and Monticello, which was his former home. And again, United States of America, in God we trust, there's a year, but the penny is worth just 1 cent, but the nickel is worth 5 cents. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pennies is the same as 1 nickel. Okay. So let's open. In your yellow folder, I have given you all the math pages. So find the one that says 13-1, values of penny and nickel. I'm gonna move these over. I think you can still. Nope, they don't want to stay. Okay. If I have to pull them back up, I'll put them back up. Sorry about that. Okay. We always start by looking across the top. And it says penny, 1 cent, and then one with a C with a line. All means the same thing. And so when we count pennies, we count them by 1. So here I have 5 pennies. So I just keep adding on. 1 cent, 2 cents, 3 cents, 4 cents, 5 cents. So I'm adding on as I add them together. Then I have a nickel, 5 cents, 5 cents. That C with the line through it means cents. I count those by 5. So if I have 4 nickels, I add them as I go forward. I count by 5s. 5 cents, 10 cents, 15 cents, 20 cents. You can make 5 cents with 1 nickel or with 5 pennies, exactly the same. 1 cent, 2 cents, 3 cents, 4 cents, 5 cents, or 5 cents, all by itself. They equal the same. Count nickels by 5s, count pennies by 1s. When you're counting coins, you always start with the coin that's worth the most amount of money, and then you add on. So I'm going to say, if I have 2 nickels, I have 5 cents, 10 cents. If I add a penny, I have 11 cents. If I add another penny, I have 12 cents. If I have another penny, I have 13 cents. So the value of the coins is 13 cents. All together, I have 13 cents. Does that make sense? One of the things that you can do if you have extra time is just practice adding different coins together. Start by just nickels and pennies, add the dimes, and then we'll add the quarters. Okay? So it says, circle the coins that you could use to buy each item. So if these crayons cost 7 cents, I'm going to need to make 7 cents. Well, I have all pennies, so it's pretty simple. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cents. So go ahead and trace over that circle. Now this teddy bear costs 10 cents. I do not have any pennies, so I'm not going to count by 1s, but I have nickels, so I can count by 5. When I count by 5, I say 5, 10. So how many nickels do I need? 2. This car cost 8 cents. I could make it with 8 pennies, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I don't have 8 pennies. So I'm going to have to use at least 1 nickel. So 1 nickel is 5 cents. So how do I get to 8 from 5? I have 5, 6, 7, 8. So I need 3 pennies. So I'm going to circle these 3 pennies and this nickel. Now, could you have circled this nickel and 3 other pennies? Absolutely. As long as you have 1 nickel and 3 pennies, you have enough. So it's 5, 6, 7, 8. And sometimes I think it is easier if you use a colored pencil and write the numbers on. So I would go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Here I would go 5, 10. And here I would go 5, 6, 7, 8. It's sort of a double check to make sure I have exactly the correct number. I think it's very helpful. It says, do you understand? Would you rather have 3 pennies or 1 penny and 1 nickel? Why? Would you rather have 3 pennies or 1 penny and 1 nickel? Well, I'd rather have 1 penny and 1 nickel. Why? Because how much is 1 penny and 1 nickel? Well, a nickel is 5 and a penny is 1. So I would say 6 cents is greater than 3 cents. Can you do that? 6 cents is greater than 3 cents. So I would much rather have the 6 cents. I would rather have more money than less money. Okay? So now it says independent practice. Circle the coins that you could use to buy each item. If this yo-yo costs 9 cents, how do you make 9 cents? Go ahead and do it. Just do number 4. You notice right off the bat, you do not have 9 pennies. So you're going to have to use that nickel. So I would say 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's how I would do it. As long as you have the 1 nickel and 1, 2, 3, 4 pennies, you're going to have enough. Doesn't matter which pennies you use. I just did it because it looks better that way. Okay, the next one is the duck. The duck is 14 cents. Well, one of the things that is really easy to do with money is look at the tens and the ones. So remember, we know in 14 we have 1 10 and 4 ones. So how can I make 10 with those coins? I can use 2 nickels, right? So I'm going to go 5, 10. Well, there's my 10. And now how many ones do I need? Because the pennies are the ones. I need 4. So 11, 12, 13, 14. There are the coins I need. Do you see how easy it is when you divide it into tens and ones, which we have done a lot this year? How about number 6? Can you do the same thing with 17? Go ahead. I have tens and ones. So I know I'm going to need at least 2 nickels, right? So let's do 5, 10. And now I need 7 cents. I don't have 7 pennies. How else can I make 7 without doing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7? Oh, I can use a nickel. So count by 5s. 5, 10, 15, 16, 17. There it is. You see how easy it is when you know how to count by 5s? Really easy. So, number sense. 1 nickel has the same value as how many pennies? You know this. 5. 1 nickel is the same as 5 pennies. Great job. Okay, we're going to flip over to the back. I'm going to open mine up. Oof, I ripped the tape. Because we're going to do the front last. And I don't want my writing to go through. But we're working on the back. You only have to use it so you can see the back. So it says, Dawn wants to buy an apple for 15 cents. Circle the coins that Dawn could use. So we're going to make 15 cents. Well, let's look at 15. I have a 10 and a 5. Okay, so how can I make 10? 5 Oh, my marker's not writing very well. 5, 10. Okay. Now, how can I make 5 ones? I can use pennies, right? 5, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. And now I'm going to circle all those. Did it matter which pennies you used? Absolutely not. Pennies are pennies. They're all worth 1 cent. Doesn't matter which ones you use. Angie needed all of these coins to buy a snack. Which snack did Angie buy? So they want to know, if you have that much money, how much do you have? Well, let's add it up. We're going to add by fives, right? Because we have 3 nickels. So 5, 10, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 cents. That was easy. What did I buy? Juice. Great job. A muffin costs 11 cents. Draw the coins you could use to buy it. The easiest way to draw coins, so if you're going to do a penny, you put a 1 and then you draw a circle around it. Now, if you draw the circle first and you make it too small, are you going to be able to put a number in there so I can read it? No. So get into the habit of always draw the number, then circle it. So 1 cent is the penny, okay? So if you're going to make a nickel, you put a 5 and then you draw a circle around it, okay? You write the number 5 and then you draw a circle around it. Now, the muffin costs 11 cents. You can only use pennies and nickels, and you always start with the coin that's worth the highest amount. So I'm going to use at least 1 nickel, right? So 5 and draw a circle around it. Can I use another nickel? 5, 10. Yes. So I'm going to write the number 5 and draw a circle around it. So I have 2 nickels. What else do I need to make 11 cents? I have 10, so I need a penny. So I'm going to write the number 1 and draw a circle around it. So now what I want to do is add it up to make sure. So underneath, I'm going to say 5, 10, 11. Now I know I have 11 cents. So in the coin, it's how much each coin is worth. Underneath, this is adding them up so I know how much money I have. Make sense? Good strategies. Okay, now the fun part. Let's go shopping. I miss going shopping. All right. So here you are at a school store. And we have, looks like I'm thinking it's a pencil. I could be wrong. I should have my glasses on. It's 15 cents. This eraser is 6 cents. Pad of paper is 20 cents. Stickers are 10 cents. And a ruler is 13 cents. Okay? You can only use pennies and nickels. Can't use dimes. Nope, don't go ahead. I want you to choose 2 items that you'd like to buy. So, what is the item? Draw the picture right here, and then do the coins there. Okay, so I'm going to give you a minute. Draw 1 item here, the coins there, 1 item here, and the coins there. And then we'll do them and you can check. So I have an eraser. I'm going to put them in order by least expensive to most expensive. So eraser, stickers, ruler, pencil, and paper. Okay. The eraser is 6 cents. Stickers are 10 cents. The ruler is 13 cents. The pencil is 15 cents. And the paper is 20 cents. Remember, you only have pennies and nickels. Looking for them. Okay, so if the eraser is 6 cents, you could have done a nickel and 1 penny, or you could do six pennies. Either one of those would be correct. Stickers. Stickers are 10 cents. So you could have 5 cents and 5 cents. You could have 5 cents and 5 cents. Or you could just draw 10 pennies. So there were 3 different ways if you wanted the stickers. 2 nickels, 1 nickel and 5 pennies, or 10 pennies. I'm out of room, sorry. The ruler, 10 cents. So you could have 5 cents, 5 cents, 5, 10, 11, 12, 13. Or you could do 13 pennies, or you could do 1 nickel and 8 pennies. 3 different ways to do 13 cents. 15 cents for a penny, for a pencil. 5, 10, 15. Or you could do 2 nickels and 5 pennies, or 1 nickel and 10 pennies, or 15 pennies. There were 4 ways to make 15 cents. And 20 cents. 5, 10, 15, 20. So you could do 4 nickels, or you could do 3 nickels and 5 pennies, or you could do 2 nickels and 10 pennies, or you could do 1 nickel and 15 pennies, or you could do 20 pennies. Whew. Lots of ways to do it. It wouldn't matter. It's whichever way you chose to do it. Here is your homework. I would suggest that just like I wrote the numbers, use a colored pencil and write, 5, 5, 5, 1, 1, 1. And then underneath it's 5, 10, 15, 16, 17, 18, 18 cents. So on the coin, you write how much the coin is worth. Underneath, you're adding it up. Okay? So you are doing page 179 and 180. And I will see you tomorrow. Let me know if you struggle with this, and I can Zoom with just you or FaceTime, whichever works. See you tomorrow.